Next here we have Toast. Toast. What do you have for us?
Near, why do you hate Synergy SP?
Um, I don't hate them. They're just not really that good of a studio.
Near, they did Hayaten, something called Hayaten no Gotoku, and Initial D.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, I
Did they
like
did they
Synergy SP. What?
did they take over Hayaten no Gotoku after Manglobe like just went bankrupt or something? Is that how
It
that
just
works?
says
Or no?
studio.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
They also did what is this? Oh, is that Karen Jones? That's that's interesting. Where am I going with this? Yeah.
Synergy on the topic of Synergy SP anime,
Yeah,
Toast.
near. Have you died yet?
Um, Fortunately, no.
Dear, what would you do if you died?
I'd probably be dead.
They
I
did.
think.
Yes, they did.
Near, what would happen? What do you think would happen to your? That's I don't know your account when you die.
Um, well, hopefully I would have somebody let you guys know that I'm dead, and then they would sit there and rot. I think.
Too bad, Near. You've died. Do you know what
All right.
happens when you die? What happens to your? Uh, I don't know. Let's just colloquially call it your internet account when you die.
What?
Well, what happens to your internet account when you die? I mean,
Yeah.
It becomes its own sentient thing, like
I
Toy
know
Story.
it's
I'm pretty sure.
a certain someone whose internet history got released after they.
Who? Wait, who?
What is it? So what
No, I
happens?
was just talking about.
Toast.
What?
So what happens, Toast?
Oh, I don't know. Near, have you watched
Okay,
the?
man.
I don't know. Near, have you watched the videotape recently?
Like a VHS
A
tape?
v-
No,
Yes.
dude. Definitely not.
Near, what if you found a cursed videotape?
I'd probably not watch it. I would probably burn it.
Too bad, Near. What if you watched it and you only have 7 days to live? What would you do?
I'd probably just kill myself.
So where is this going, Toast?
So Near, when you know what happens when you die and you're when you die
Yeah?
and you're in the internet and what happens to your internet account? It becomes a cursed videotape.
Uh-huh.
That's what they
Uh-huh.
call a dead account, Near.
Wow.
Okay.
That was a good segue.
I tried.
So, you're covering this series called Dead Account, right? This is a Synergy SP headed series, originally a manga. Uh, Actually, it was published in Shonen, Shonen Magazine Comics here, Weekly Shonen Magazine. But yeah, so
Yeah. Yeah, so not to be what is it? Not to be confused with Dead Accounts. Dead Accounts is a Broadway written play by no. Where are
Uh-huh.
you taking me, Wikipedia? Anyway,
but yeah,
so yeah,
so Dead Account.
so it's an anime made by Synergy SP.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, who
Yes.
did some
And
So, do
super
you want to
cool
tell us
stuff
about the
back in the
story?
day. Yeah, so it's Dead Accounts hmm. So Dead Account is this one's an anime, originally a manga, who was written and illustrated by Shizumu Watanabe. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
Oh, really? Hmm.
It kind of looks like the Blue Exorcist like author. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Well, you're
the art
wrong.
look. Okay, wait.
So
Who is this?
let me tell you. Do you guys have you read Shishunki no Iron Maiden or Kono Kanajo no wa Fiction Desu?
I know the Kono Kanajo fiction desk.
Of
Yes.
course, you know that one. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes,
that
yes,
author.
yes, yes.
I would say I know this author through the Iron Maiden one. So,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I don't know. So,
Kono
so
Kanajo fiction desk was pretty popular once upon a while. to be honest. But yeah. Okay, so
So
he's
yeah,
pretty he's had a
hot,
couple of series up his sleeve.
yeah. Really? I'll just say hot take. After Shishunki no Iron Maiden, all the series have been the same.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
I'll get
mean
to that
you
in a
can
moment.
only capture lightning in a bottle so many times, but at least dead account looks a little bit better. But
Uh, no, Spire, we're not. No, Spire. No, you're wrong. This is why you're wrong. This is why I'm covering it and you're not. Spire, have you
okay.
read Real
Well, do you
Account?
want to tell us a little bit more about it?
Spire, have you
I
read
think you
Real Account?
reviewed Real Account, didn't you?
Did I real account?
Did I? Or
This it
who's?
does not sound familiar.
Did no
No,
one review
I
that?
I
Wasn't that
know
recent?
of
Was it?
real
Wait, was
account.
Real Account not recently? Am I crazy?
no.
No,
Real Account was
real
in
account
the.
was a while back. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
know of real account, but I've never read it. So because this is like
Yeah.
this is a battle
So
royale game,
Spire,
so
we go for
I wouldn't
Real
have read it.
Account. We go to Dead Account. So, and if
Wait, it is
Spire,
actually written by the same author. I
yeah,
just noticed.
Spire, you know what you know of Real Account, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yes,
literally writing the
I know
same
of
thing
real account.
twice. Because, like, except this one has ghosts. Real
Yeah.
Account was
Okay.
a
Okay.
death game about social networking. Dead Account
Uh-huh.
is now an exorcist.
Yeah, it's
It
like I don't
goes
know Exorcist, but with like YouTube
social
accounts.
networking. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
why kind of a hack. That's why I said like right after Iron Maiden, he basically wrote this person basically wrote the same thing twice. Okay, so whatever. Well, let's start. So the main character's name is Inishiro Soji,
Uh-huh.
and his I guess his YouTube account is called Ao Ringo because he's got blue hair, and he is a what's what's the Japanese term for like for a rage baiter?
A rage baiter, just like probably just like a troll, like Arashi or something like that, right?
Like it's
Or Chubo or something like that.
so
But a rage bait?
he makes rage bait video content,
Uh-huh.
or I guess they call him a flame baiter. I don't know, sure. Where he like like oh like some guy's making a video and he's like oh I'm going to intrude on this video and beat him up, and then like he does stuff like that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in order to get flamed online. But don't
Mm-hmm.
worry. Do you do you know why he does all these flame rage bait videos that
Why?
garner all these views and all these comments? It's to pay for his sister's hospital bills.
Oh,
Wow.
okay, that makes
This is
Don't
everything fine
just
then.
Does he
fucking
live in
that
India?
other Korean thing where you that
Viral hit?
Spire covered. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, I
Yeah,
got it.
viral hit.
But don't worry,
The funny thing is
he
Synergy XP also actually no, they didn't do that one. Okay, but yeah. A viral hit was
don't
also
worry. He might act like a flame bear, but don't worry. He's a nice, kind boy who's paying for a his sister's hospital bills. But guess what? Too bad. His sister died.
what
Nice.
the
Wow.
Yeah, that's literally it. It's like, oh, his sister died. And then, he was all like, oh, I'm depressed and whatnot. I've quit flame baiting now. And then
uh-huh.
and then I think like a month later, he suddenly gets a mysterious text from his dead sister who's like, oh, don't worry. I didn't actually die, even though you saw me die horribly in the hospital. And he's
Okay.
like, oh, I'm, what's his name? What's her name? Is it Akari? I think her name's
Akari, yeah.
Akari. Whatever.
Yeah, it's
Like,
Akari.
yeah, like, oh, don't. He's all like, oh, happy, my sister's not actually dead. And then some guy with a hammer shows up and starts beating the shit out of him.
What?
What the okay?
Okay.
And he's all like, oh, that's not your sister. Don't have you? And he's like dressed up in exorcism gear, and he's like, that's not your sister. It's a dead account.
Damn.
Oh, it's like a monster, essentially.
It's
The
it's a
cursed
thing
monster or
where
whatever that took over
like
cover
if it's a there's a backstory like nowadays there used to be ghosts and grudges like ghosts form in places where people have like there's a high attachment to that place or whatnot. But
Uh-huh.
nowadays, in
Yes.
the modern digital age, what is the thing that people are most attached to?
Oh, I
Their
see. So
That
they
is
branch
right.
onto
phone.
That's
accounts.
right, Jay.
Okay.
Your phone. And so
This
when
is
a
a lot
dead
about
person,
society.
yeah, so when a dead person dies and they're like sometimes their account gets if they have like sometimes their account becomes active again and being possessed and becomes possessed by a ghost. That's the dead account. And so
Okay,
that's
okay,
his
okay.
job.
I see.
So this guy with the hammer's job is to exorcise the ghost. Because
Okay, okay, okay.
so the dead sisters, the dead sister that's been messaging him suddenly comes out of the phone. It's like, oh, I'm a ghost now. And then the guy with the hammer is like, damn, that's a strong ghost, and gets knocked out. But
Uh-huh.
don't worry. What's his name? Inishiro. Get Inishiro has like he has his whole like, oh, my sister's not dead, and then the hammer guy's like, he's actually dead, you moron. He's like, oh, okay, sure. That whole
Okay.
retrospective thing is like, damn, I guess my sister's dead, and I don't want her ghost to, I want her to pass on and live.
Hmm.
And then and then like, because he's a flame baiter, and he does rage content on the internet. Guess what? He awakens his cyberkinesis power from his phone, and guess what it is?
Flames?
That's right, Jay. He gets the
uh,
power of blue flames because he's a flame
Wait,
baiter.
so
Badass.
do the other people get like similar kind of powers, like based upon how they messed around with their online like social media accounts?
Yeah, the other guy
Okay,
has a
that's pretty cool.
hammer. Guess what he does online?
uh,
He
wood
like he's
He
like a
bans
mod
people.
or
cutting.
That's right.
yeah.
He's like a Reddit moderator or whatever the
Oh,
equivalent
That's pretty
is.
good. That's
yes,
pretty good.
bro.
I'm not gonna
Reddit
lie.
moderators
Yes.
are really important.
True. They should be treated like
Prophetic,
celebrities.
prophetic,
Yeah.
prophetic.
That is actually not
Yeah,
bad. Like this is like
I
a
don't
good
know.
setup. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
gets pretty wonky. So yeah, he defeats the ghost, and it's like, oh, and she's like, thank you, Oni-chan, and she passes away, or I guess passes
Okay.
peacefully, and then
Uh-huh.
he suddenly gets kidnapped to was it called Maiden Academy or whatever?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Like Academy
'cause-
for Exorcists, right?
yeah, pretty much. And
Okay,
it's
okay, okay,
apparently in
okay.
the Gunma prefecture. Do you know what else is in the Gunma prefecture?
What?
That's right, a tofu shop.
What the fuck, yeah?
That's my little tidbit for the day. So yeah, he gets because he showed off his spiritual power. He awakened his spiritual power, I guess, because he was talking to his
Uh-huh.
sister. So they're like, oh, we're gonna take him to Maiden Academy. It's this to the public eye. It's a place where to children, high school students who are too attached to their phones, they go there. Speaking of
The outside world, right? Yeah, okay.
speaking of a penal, what is it? A penal colony near. Yeah, it's like or what was that one thing? What was that one show that I reviewed where it was? I think it was Chinese. It was like, oh, people, these kids are on their phone too much. We're gonna take them to a death camp. What was it called? Uh,
I'm not
I didn't even know we covered
sure.
that. That sounds
I
insane.
what was it called?
I feel like you did cover something like that
Yeah,
before, but I don't know what the name of it was. Sorry, I forget.
I did cover it. It was whatever. I don't remember it either. But it was like
Yeah.
a thing where people. It was like these kids are too much on their social media too much. So we're gonna take them to this school, and if you get on a phone, you die or whatever. What
Hmm.
I forgot what the name of that.
But yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
But yeah.
Um,
So he takes the thing, and then not, and that's pretty much where we got so far. He got into one battle.
so
You
is
meet
this
the
like
cast of
setting up
characters.
for is this setting up for like a mini
Oh,
arc kind of
I
thing, or
guess,
is this like a
I
episode?
guess we'll go into like the main plot of the story. So like
Okay.
at Maiden, is it called Maiden Academy or whatever?
Uh-huh.
The I guess the main teacher exorcist guy shows up, and he's all like, "Hey, Flame Baiter, it's our fault. Your sister died because you saw how she died, right? She died with horrible blood coming out of her eyes and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Your sister didn't die from her illness. She was killed by a ghost of her grudge. Do you want it?
Yes.
And it's like this evil ghost. It's called Sad Boy K. So yeah, your
Yes.
sister was killed by Sad Boy K. So now Flame Beta guy is all like, oh, I must become an exorcist to avenge my sister. That's the plot of the series.
Okay, so is this going into mini arcs? Is this like a monster of the week kind of thing? What is it?
I don't know, not really.
So it's a little bit longer. Like what is the current build up
I
right
don't
now?
know. I'm 4 episodes in. That's about it. I guess
Okay, okay.
that's three
So they're
episodes.
just
The
in the
fourth
academy and
episode,
that's it.
there he joins he joins class 1B and he's out on his first mission and we meet a new character in there and whatnot. That's about it so far. To be honest,
Okay.
I'd tell you more, but I don't really read that account because, like I said, after a real account, I stopped reading this author's works.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Do you want to then go over
Yeah.
the audio visuals real quick?
All right. Uh, I guess I'll go over the voice actors first. So the main character, Soji Enishiro, is voiced by someone named Nobuhiko Okamoto. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, yeah. Casual screaming voice actor. Obviously,
I guess.
I think a lot of these are. I mean, it's a very veteran voice cast overall. But yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
this is like the
that's
standard like gay
Nobuhiko
boy,
Okamoto.
pretty
And
boy
then
voice actors.
the band hammer guy. His name is Kukuru Kasubata. He's
Uh-huh.
voiced by Koki Uchiyama.
Uchiyama
Hold on.
Koki. Yes, Uchiyama
You
Koki.
know what that is?
It's it says Aventus here for, but let me see. Oh, he did Ichikai in Infinite Stratus. I always forget he did that. God damn it. But yeah, he does a lot of like protagonist roles. Like,
Uh, no, wrong. He voices the Spider-Man in Tojima Kamen Rider. Also Philip in Futo Pi. I don't know who you're talking about.
okay,
But yeah, whatever. And then let's see. I guess the new character that we got introduced to, the only the
female.
purple haired chick, Kiyomi
Mm-hmm.
Urusugawa, is voiced by
Uh-huh.
someone called Fyro's Eye. You know who Fyro's Eye
Yeah,
voices
Fire's
by
Eye.
her? That's
What?
right. She voices Yukarisu in Tojima Kamen Rider. So we got a two for two here.
So you're saying this series is essentially Tojima Kamen Rider?
I guess. I don't know. Those I guess those are the main characters we've been
Uh-huh.
introduced recently. Those three. There's the teacher, um,
Hmm.
Yoimaru Asaki, who's voiced by Takaya Sato. Who's this guy? Why has he got glasses? I don't know. He's some guy, I guess.
Yeah. Again, mostly a pretty veteran voice acting cast, I would say.
He's the
But
main guy in the Re Monster. What is
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Ding dong like King Kong? Is that how it goes?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The main guy who keeps like eating the other like animals and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah. I
and
guess
goblins. Yeah.
I'd say those are the four main characters so far. We saw like the other characters, but who cares? Yeah.
Okay. Um, Audio visuals.
How do I pronounce? Spire, you said you read this author's previous works, right? I guess
No, I said
you you
I
lied to me
was mainly just familiar with Kono Kanato Fiction Disc.
because if you're bringing up audit or like the visuals, then I'd have to bring up that Sh- Shizumu Watanabe has a pretty distinct style once you notice it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So does
I'm
that
go.
transfer over to the anime? Is my question.
That's where I'm getting at. So like, how do I
Hmm.
explain this? I guess Shizumu Watanabe's no I'm saying this like a total amateur, but this person's has a distinct drawing style that I guess his, how do I put it? They're best known for like these, I guess, full page like the character
Like
making a weird
panorama
char-
kind of
character
style. Yeah.
character making a weird face kind of art style. And when you watch the anime and you know of this person's art style, you know immediately what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. I don't know. Like here, I'll post some. I guess I'll post some stuff here. Like it's like if you see this kind of face, you know it's a Shimizu Watanabe work.
Oh yeah.
Like the tongue out kind of thing,
Uh-huh.
and like
And also the
again,
facial proportions too,
yeah.
in general. Yeah.
This is like from his previous works, and then when you see real dead account, look, the
Mhm.
guy's making the same face again. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you call this face? What would you call this face?
I
With the
mean,
tongue
it's just
yeah,
like the
making
tongue
a
sticking out, but I
mocking
mean
expression? I don't know.
I think the general proportions are probably like the
Like
more
deriding, right,
the
or
ratios.
whatever.
Yeah.
I guess, and like they're trying it, and they try it again with other like various characters. Like, look at me, like this is tongue sticking out like that. That's their favorite face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I wish I could explain it better, but they have a distinct art style with their face. Like this character is making this weird facial expression, and that's I want to say that what's this author is known for, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the know, I'm slightly in the know, so I bring it up. But yeah, like they have a lot of these panels in the anime and the manga where this shows this character like doing a weird face tilted like that, and you can immediately tell when they're taking it where it is when they're taking like a manga panel and like trying to gussy it up, that kind of thing. It's a popular thing of this artist's work. Whatever.
Does it work out well? Is the overall series
Uh,
like decently like
I would
animated
say
or?
I want to say like with the author's art style, I would say it's not as good in a way. They're
The
trying
anime
to
isn't as good, you mean?
yeah
The
yeah
anime isn't as good. Yeah.
they're trying to emulate it, but it doesn't work that well because the author does have a unique art style. Like people who
Mm.
are watching the podcast would know what I'm talking about. But
Mhm.
it's a thing.
Yeah,
Once you read
yeah,
the
yeah.
Shimizu Watanabe work and you can immediately point out their like this person's art style, you know what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not as good. Whatever, it's fine. The action scenes are okay, sure. Um,
What about the BGM and the opening ending?
oh, BGM's fine, I guess. Or the background, whatever. I don't know. Fine, I guess.
Okay.
I'm grasping at straws. If I could, I'm like, if I could explain this art style better than I could, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever,
Uh, so I guess
whatever.
overall though, like, is there like a specific reason? Like, would you like
The
knowing
opening
this? Would
is
you like?
Dead End by Haru Igarashi. It's okay. Then the
Mm,
ending is Raise What Dose by Miyu Kaneko. Kaneko Miyu. I
no,
believe it
Kaneka Miya. Okay. Mm,
isn't that one of the characters who I want to say that's voiced by this weird. So one of the Exorcists is a Let's Player slash streamer.
mhm.
So
Of
her,
course.
I guess her Exorcist power is that is a doll thing. Uh, I don't know if you could see it in this small ass image. Look right there. Zoom in on the
Mhm.
center left. That's their Exorcist power. They're a doll Let's Player, so I guess they control a doll. Whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
I
guess
see.
it might be sung by her, but it does not tell me anything. Whatever. Yeah. That's what you asking,
Okay.
Aspire. Okay, so overall, I would say, as a, I guess I could say call myself a fan of this author's work. It's, I don't know. It feels like this author is true. When I mentioned Real Account, like you know how Real Account was a death game aimed towards social media. and
Yes.
it's actually pretty popular. And this like it was pretty popular back in the day when
The
it was
account was pretty
first came
popular,
out.
yeah, overall.
When did it come out? Like let's
Way
see,
back when. It's like 2014 to 2018 or something like that, if I remember
like
correctly.
2014 or I guess would you call that the heyday or the beginning of the new era of social media or whatnot? I would say
Oh, I wouldn't say
I,
that. I don't know about that, but
I'll just say it came out at a good time
yeah, yeah, yeah.
for like about manga aimed
Yeah,
about death games and
it also
social media and
started
whatnot.
up as like death game stuff like that was also ramping up a lot
Yeah.
in terms of like fiction themes. Yeah.
Despite my problems about like the real account, I would say real account is so far more interesting in a way and more unique than dead account right now. Because if real account is a death game about social media, you know, like oh, if your followers hit 0, you die.
Hmm.
Dead account tries to be like that, but it became too I guess trying to become too shonen in a way.
Oh, it's trying to mix in like that shonen element too much, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, it's
Okay,
pretty
okay.
shonen.
I know.
If
I kind of see what you're getting
I
at. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I get real heavy Blue Exorcist vibes from a real
Yes,
account.
yes,
Yeah, like you
yes,
mentioned before.
yes, yes, yes,
Also,
yes.
also I guess I never saw it before, but a lot of people online are saying that the main character looks too much like the guy from Black Clover. Maybe it's because of his headband. And I'm
The
like,
guy definitely reminds
I
me of
mean, if he
like, but
changes,
yeah,
if you change like the color of his hair,
but
like it
yeah,
is kind of just acid.
my immediate thing was Blue Exorcist. So yeah.
yeah, I
Anyway,
definitely agree. It's like like the way this looks visually and the initial kind of like text-based premise this is, it makes you think like, oh, this like there's gonna be opening some by Uberworld. There's gonna be just like shonen action stuff like jumping out like out the wazoo. It's just gonna be boom, we're just going down rolling, we're gonna see monsters of the week kind of stuff. But it's like not that. It's like the real account author trying to do something weird, but then
yeah.
also
Like I said, I'm getting a the author's trying to say two different things about current social media with this work. Like with real
Mhm.
account, it was like, oh, you guys love your social media too much, right? Well, what about if you die? If you love it, like if you love it
That's a
so
good
much,
que-
you'll
That's a
die
good.
from it.
That's great social commentary.
And then and at least that one was a bit more like quirky and funny in a way, like more like a that their take on society, be like, ha ha ha, that's so true. People are too much on their phone nowadays. But with Dedica, it's more like they're trying to tell something similar, like people are too much on their phone nowadays. But if you die, your account becomes a dead account, and you have to think about like what you leave behind when you post on what you post on the internet
That's the
nowadays.
most
It's like
important part, I think,
Yeah.
about posting is like if you die, you're gonna leave us with your bullshit posts.
yeah.
and that could become a
The-
ghost and like kill people, I guess.
yeah.
Like it's like dead account is what your internet history will haunt you when you're after you're dead, but with real account it was more like I guess more hopeful in a way, like oh,
Mhm.
even in a death game you can still survive if you change your ways and get off of social media. But this one you see what I'm saying when they're saying like they're trying to tell two similar but pretty like
So you're saying
they're saying
Dead
like
Account is a little bit more macabre, like a little bit more grim in terms of like.
It's more like they're trying to tell the same story again, but with a slightly different twist about social media
Hmm.
on like with these two
Oh,
series.
it's still trying to like whack you over the head with regards to the social media themes, but it's like doing so slightly differently in Dead Account, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay, 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 okay. I see, I see, I
And
see.
I'm like, dude, it's 2014. You've been writing you wrote the same series twice for 12 years. Like,
For
give
12
me
years, yeah,
something else.
exactly.
And even the names are too similar. Like, I know you were only the real account artist,
Uh-huh.
but you just wrote real account too. by being the actual author this time.
Right, 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 right,
And I'm
right,
like,
right.
that really
Yeah.
turns me off. I really liked your older series,
Uh-huh.
like when you're
But
telling a
you're just kind of trying to skate on it too much, essentially, is what you're
yeah.
saying.
I
Yeah,
liked
yeah.
like if you read a Kono Kanjo or Fiction Desu, it was a simple story about like a guy who meets an imaginary chick, I get and puberty stuff. And then if you
Hmm.
read Shishunki no Iron Maiden, it was about a guy and a chick, and when the chick goes into puberty, she develops this Iron Maiden stuff. You know, like it was a story about Iron Maiden was about a story about a girl going through puberty and exploring her budding feelings, and the guy
Hmm.
the same way. So it's like simple relationship stuff.
Hmm.
You know, I kind of I'll just say I like those simpler times where he was just telling a story about like a boy and a girl and how their relationship grew over time.
And he was probably a little bit better at making like variants on those, like riffing off of that sort of
A
setup
simple boy
instead
and
of
girl love
yeah,
story. Is that too much to
yeah,
ask
yeah,
nowadays?
yeah.
But then
But
you're a
yeah,
real
it's a little bit
then you
unfortunate.
got involved with real account and social media and death games, and you're like, oh, I can do that too. Let me copy your homework, but slightly edit it with dead account. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, it's a little bit
So
unfortunate.
yeah, I'd say
Um,
the dead account or is a worse. Am I
you should just
really going
watch
to
or
say?
read Real Account, is what you're saying, if you're
I
gonna do
mean,
it.
I guess real account does feel like it's more popular, but I want to say, is dead account a less good version of dead tube? Am I really going there? You guys know dead tube?
No.
Don't
No.
worry, then don't. Dead tube sucks.
Why does
But at
that
least
sound so
dead tube's
Okay.
familiar?
pretty funny. Don't look up dead tube.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one.
We'll,
Oh,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Nier
yeah.
We'll
knows dead
do.
tube. Hell
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember. I read some of this
hell
one.
yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
Like, if you don't
To.
know, dead tube is another series about social media,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's also a death game again, in a
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
overall,
to wrap up. Yeah.
I guess I will say I like real account better than dead account, but I also like
Hmm.
Iron Maiden and even Kanajo a Fictionissimo more than these two stories. I
Hmm.
really don't like that the author basically copied his work again.
Yeah.
Um,
What would you rate it? Oh,
what
he's not gonna give
score?
it a 9.
What score fits this a flame baiter score? What's a flame baiter score?
I
One.
mean, you could give it like a
A
10 out of
2?
10
Yeah.
or yeah, like a 1.
I'll give you know I'm since this is a social media since we're in the age of social media, I'm gonna give it a 6, 7 out of 10.
Nice.
It's closer to 6 than
Okay.
closer to 6 than actual 7. Six,
By the way,
seven,
that's a
6, 7.
surprisingly low score for Toast. So yeah.
Like I said, like
Okay.
I
You
actually
know,
have
I
some
get
I do have
what
some
you're saying.
fond memories of this author, and like
Mhm.
this author and another author, which Spire will bring up later, were in a good time. They came out in a
Mhm.
good time where manga was good back in the day,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't like Dead Account that much. So yeah, overall, I'm disappointed. Not too much in like not too much in the anime itself. Well, I am in some ways because they try to emulate the author's weird, specific style with some
Mhm.
panels, and it doesn't work very well. But overall, I'm just disappointed with Dead Account's right, like the entirety of Dead Account in general, which is I will
Mhm.
say I will not recommend this series. You should, if you really want to try something similar to this, really like you can read Real Account, or because there was no anime, you can watch the Real Account live adaptation apparently.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
That's. I